guys.
Hi.
Welcome to Garment Rack Chat number 4.
This feels really good. I
Off
like these
the cuff.
garment chats.
Off the cuff today.
Off the cuff.
We're talking about the new MO cuff, which I'm sporting again.
And I'm now dressing you. This is it. This is it. If you get a cuff, you can dress your friend. I don't know.
Absolutely. It's the most flexible.
This feels really fun.
So we were talking about, obviously we've got our signature shirt, which
And I'm wearing blue.
the new blue.
Postpartum blue.
Incredible.
Look at that.
I love it back to the black too.
It's great.
I think it's so chic with the black bottom.
And I'm wearing tennis shoes too.
Yeah, it's
Who's
the
not
best.
wearing tennis shoes, right?
It's so good. Yeah.
But I'm even like playing with my cuff here.
Well,
a lot actually.
I mean, we obviously a button-down shirt has some personalization available to it, and then ours is designed with even more so with the deep hem, and so that you can tie it, you can pop it, all that sort of stuff. So I think it was just sort of the natural evolution to be able to customize it a little bit more.
And that came together by us just sitting around and really talking about, this idea of like why you would have a foundational piece and then not have to buy 10 other pieces in your wardrobe. And this shirt, because we have the volume playing in it, it's always been like so tempting to me. Like when I wear the shirt, I'm like, I just want to like puff it up a little bit and like puff it up in the ways that suit my body and like how I'm feeling that day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just feel like flaring a little bit, and sometimes you just feel like maybe you want to draw attention to your wrist because you have like a really nice watch on or something, or like a special charm bracelet or something something that you made. There's a lot of things that like we carry in our lives that express us, and I have always, and as I've said in the Garment Rack Chat 2010 I want the most value for whatever I'm getting. It's like I don't want to feel like I'm ever being duped. And it's been in my life's like passion and work to always like make my wardrobe do double duty. I was actually just talking to Kelsey how I like the other day was wearing 2 button-up shirts. And I do it because I like to layer. I like to have like that kind of like, windowed effect where you can have 2 colors, because there's like one color that's close to your ear and like one color that is like your face, and the other's like, kind of layered in. And sometimes the color closest to your face looks, brightens you up a little bit. So anyway, I basically, the cuff came naturally as like a way to iterate without having to like shop too much and spend money. And like, what could we give to, MOs out there that like really set them up for doing different things throughout the day. So it's not just like, I think, a fashion piece. Mm-hmm. It's also like how to be practical. And I think that being practical allows you to shine. I think if you are overly dressed too much, you can't move around, and then you're a slave to your outfit. Mm-hmm. But that equation is probably the worst equation, I think, for women ever. I think being a slave to your fashion is probably saying you are giving up on yourself. So hopefully the cuff is not the brown kind of cuff. It's the cuff that liberates your hands to do things.
I feel like it's even the opposite. When you're dressed well, then it allows you to kind of come into yourself and be more true to who you really are. And let's focus on that. So yes, there's form and function to this. So yes, it allows you to kind of puff, and because we've got the drop shoulder, it kind of gives a little extra. Yeah, so I've got this like puff sleeve. It feels like a totally different shirt, but it's our original MO.
So if you like the kind of like, what do you call these, like high?
Well, it's kind of looking like a leg of mutton sleeve to me right now. That's the term that I learned in pattern making 101.
Really? I thought that was just
but then it's
a leg of mutton sleeve.
Yeah, that's
so like mutton's cheap, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's
so
like if you're like going to take a sewing 101 class, that's like that.
It also looks like very McQueen.
Yes,
right?
yes, totally. There's something that feels kind of like Victorian, but a little like sexy Victorian.
Exactly.
And also to your point, not only does this customize the look and make it feel totally different, but it's also going to keep your shirt out of your way as you're going about your day, like you said. So like, if I'm going to do some washing dishes or like getting into something like Porter, to me it's the equivalent of like when you pull your hair up because you're ready to get into something, you're like, let's pull our hair back and go. It's the same
It's like you're ready. It's like you're ready to take on something, right?
Yeah. It's, again, just sort of empowering
you're suited.
you to...
I guess you're suited.
Yeah, suited up.
Yeah, and I think also it's like if you don't have... A lot of times I feel kind of bare on my wrist because with kids and just life in general, I forget to put my bracelets on, or I did have a bracelet and I actually lost it in the garbage disposal.
Oh.
I was like really bad. It's like an awful noise. I'm like, what's that? So anyway, this is not this is garbage disposal.
It is. It's soft. It's just a lot.
Yeah, you can lose that in your garbage disposal, so go for it. But I think that being able to transition is like probably the word, the modus operandi of like my life, and especially transitioning in the reality of things, like you having to actually transition events, moving from work into home or vice versa, but also like the elastic mind, like being able to actually, I know, right? It was because it's true. It's like being able to be flexible and amenable and to change, which is so much what happens to women all the time. It's throughout their, we have different hormonal cycles, and we have different work lives, and we have kids, and then we don't have kids, and then we choose to follow our careers versus that. There's like so many things that we transition from, and being uber flexible has been such a thing that I keep trying to achieve. So this flexibility excites me because it says, today I'm flexible. And I think that is something that I really feel strong, because even when all the shit gets, I'm not really sorry at all. But even when that stuff gets like flung at me, I actually really, really feel like I am within me. Again, all these things keep coming up. And then you can also have fun, because having fun is so important, and you can just have your different moods. You can do a cuff on one arm. You can put the cuff more at your, the crotch of your elbow.
Totally.
You could wear it even as a bracelet off. You could put it on your arm, and then flip up your arm.
Yeah.
So I just have always done things like that, and this is something that you styled so fun today, because you have this kind of buttoned up like pinafore look, but then you're like getting a little sassy, and I just do think it allows like the fuse in the sleeve and the cuff to really show up.
I know. I like to unbutton the cuff, and so that it kind of flares open. I mean, you can even like really emphasize that.
It's fun to play with it,
right?
It is. It's really fun.
You're so right. If it's like chillier, and then I have it down, then I have a full sleeve, and I just have this cool detail on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like it like that.
Right.
It's like a little trim. So anyway, I think that the off the cuff thing, and we are literally always going off the cuff here. I mean, this is just one of the things that we do, and I think playing around with your own feelings that day is cathartic, and it's through your own expression, it's cathartic, and you feel like you're just honing in on something in yourself. And I really wonder how much you can iterate on who you are through working the shirt over. Like, work the shirt over. Like, it should be 1,000 things to you, and everything you want to be, and you should tell it what to do.
Yeah.
Right? Boss that crap.
Yes.
Boss that crap. Don't let fashion boss you. Try to say that 1,000 times. So that's our off the cuff.
Yeah.
From Designer, who we've had so much fun, like, playing around with it together. And now we're excited to release it out for like life, and then also holidays, so that you can just go from day into like the cocktail event with the one other person you're allowed to hang out with.
I look forward to our holiday cocktail parties.
So whatever it is, it's like just us two. We'll be having like our cocktails like right here, and we'll definitely do them with you.
Yes, we will.
So fun.
Yeah. So thanks for joining, guys.
Bye.
We lost our ring light.
I know.